And that's always been what I've been attracted to. But because of society, we're always told to date your kind. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Dime Trap, where we trap dimes. In today's video, I want to talk about how we need to stop worrying about what other people think when getting into the dating market. I've realized over the past couple years that I have settled when dating. I have settled for women who I may not be all the way attracted to. So when I was growing up, I'm originally from South Carolina, right? My dad was in the military. So growing up in a military town around military people at a young age, it is a known thing, especially in the Air Force, which my dad was in, that military men would go overseas and they would find Asian women, Filipinos, Thai women, all that type of stuff, right? And they would go and marry these women and they would bring them back to the United States. So growing up, I always grew up around women, or went to school with women who were Malaysian. They would be Korean and black, Filipino and black, so on and so on, right? So with me growing up around those type of women, that's what I was always attracted to. It was always in our schools, when it came down to who was the baddest chick, it was always those women who were mixed black and Asian. And that's always been what I've been attracted to. But because of society, we're always told to date your kind.
Your boy be cooking. Turn that shit up, twin.
So me being a black man, I've always been told you better not come home with a woman that ain't black. So even though the women that I'm most attracted to aren't black, or you may say, but you said Malaysian, they're black. I've also, because of that situation, I've also been around a lot of Asian women. So from a kid, that's what I've always been attracted to, is the Asian look over any other look. But I've settled with dealing with just black women. I've let the insecurities of society stop me from being in relationships with other types of women. And another type of women that I've always been attracted to also is Spanish women. But we all know that Spanish women and white women is the black woman's motherfucking arch enemy. But as a kid in high school and shit like that, I've dated Spanish women. Now they've all been Afro-Latino, but they've still been Spanish at the end of the day. Because after I left the town I was in that was full of Asian women, I went into a town that was Army, and there was a lot of Panamanian women, because I guess Army men go to get stationed in Panama and end up marrying Panamanian women and bringing them back. And now, don't get me wrong, like, I'm attracted to black women, but I also know that my attraction to Asian women and my attraction to Spanish women, I'm more attracted to them physically. And it's mostly because the black women that I come across who are bad, that I am attracted to, 9 times out of 10, they already wifed up. So what ends up happening is you end up with the fucking leftover. And see, I was the type of person, because of the lifestyle that I lived at a young age, I never wanted to You know how we complain that women overlook the good guys for the bad guys. I was doing that with women. I was overlooking the good girls, not wanting to pull them into my bullshit when I was running the streets, when I was out here trying to be a rapper. So I was letting the good girls pass and dealing with girls who I knew would be down for the bullshit that I was on. So that's how a lot of these women, you know, a lot of the good black girls got overlooked, and I didn't end up with one of them. And I found myself settling for bitches that were left over, when I could have not had the leftovers if my ass would have settled down at a younger age, in my early 20s. But I wanted to run the streets instead.
What are you waiting on, twin? Why you ain't like, comment, and subscribe yet, twin? How my daddy gonna feed me, twin, if you don't help us get monetized, twin?
Recently, I was having a conversation. Well, recently I was working on a video, because outside of doing this shit, I also make AI artists. And a new AI artist I made was Blasian, right? And my brother comes in the room and sees what I'm doing. He's like, damn, she bad as fuck. And he tells me that he's always had a thing for Asian women, but he's always kept it quiet because he didn't know how everybody would feel about that. And I was like, nah, I've been on that shit too. But we constantly told that we need to only fuck with black women, and us not trying to fucking disgrace our mama and piss our mama off, we've only dealt with black women. But I'm at the age now and at the point now where I'm like, I need to go for what I want, because that's the only way I'm gonna truly be happy. And from what I'm seeing out here dealing with, or not even dealing with, but seeing the market of black women right now, man, I ain't attracted to none of these women. You got all these black women out here now who think that they need to be thick, and in the situation of them being thick is making them fat as hell, but they lying to themselves, telling themselves that they thick when they really fat.
What's wrong with you bitches? Who raised you to be that way?
They don't want to go to the gym. And that's another thing that I'm not attracted to. I'm not attracted to a woman who is out of shape. So in order for me to deal with the average black woman that's out here now, I'm gonna have to take 2 motherfucking losses in the situation of dealing with a chick that I'm not attracted to and dealing with a chick that's out of shape. So I'm taking 2 losses in the situation right off the rip. And we ain't even gonna get into the insecurities of these black women and feeling like they gotta have a ton of makeup on, feeling like they gotta do what social media tells them to do.
Baby, you need to go to church. There, now you clean.
And you might say, well, Spanish chicks do the same thing. But at the end of the day, I'm more attracted to them Spanish chicks. At the end of the day, a lot of Spanish chicks still hold the morals of their community and still know how to be feminine. A lot of these black women out here are masculine as fuck, and that's definitely something that I've found out that I do not need to have any dealings with, is a chick that's fucking masculine. Because all we're gonna do is end up bumping heads. Like, I need a chick who is feminine to the core, who is girly. Not no chick that's out here trying to compete with me and be a fucking man. But I basically just wanted to make this video just because I know if I'm going through it and I find out my brother's going through it, I'm sure. And I was talking to one of my homeboys. He was telling me the same thing a couple weeks ago, like how he feel like he needs to start experimenting with other races of women, because he's tired of dealing with the same thing with the same women. They, you know, going through the same cycle over and over and over and over again with women. And I told him, I was like, yeah, man, like, there's more out here than just black women. And I used to be heavy on the black power shit, the black love shit, but now I'm realizing, like, that shit ain't doing shit but making me unhappy and keeping me from having what I truly want in this world. and and when it comes to dating, it's a feminine woman. And in most cases, the black woman has been so motherfucking scarred, or feel like they gotta compete so motherfucking much in this world, they become masculine as fuck. And that's the last thing I want, is a masculine woman. When I know that what I'm really attracted to out here ain't a masculine woman, it's these women of these other races. And I know that me and those two races, the Spanish and the Asian, we get along. I've never had conflict with those type of women like I have with the black woman. And I know it's probably people gonna say, everybody think Asian women are so submissive and all this other shit. I ain't looking for no overly ass submissive ass woman either. You need to have your own voice and be able to speak your opinion too. But that having your own voice and speaking your opinion don't mean fucking bringing toxicity into my life and being masculine as fuck and trying to be the fucking man in the relationship. If you're out here, you're in the dating world, this is for all men, like, we gotta stop worrying about what other people gonna think. Stop worrying about the black community and how the black community is gonna fucking feel about us. Or if you're a white man, worrying about what the white community is gonna feel about you because you out here. Maybe you attracted to black women. Go get you a black woman. There's plenty of black women out here that's looking for white men who aren't attracted to black men, who are attracted to white men. Go get you a black woman. Same for the Asians, same for any race. Go for what you attracted to. Go for what it is that you want, and stop worrying about what other people think and how other people are gonna view you. Because at the end of the day, we only live life once. And at the end of the day, we might as well fucking do what makes us happy. And stop compromising for other people. Stop worrying about how other people view us. All that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you're dealing with what I'm dealing with when it comes to these women, and you're tired of settling for what it is that you're not attracted to, or what it is you don't want, leave a comment. And maybe we can motivate each other. And maybe even if what it is that you want is a supermodel, maybe you just gotta wait it out until you get that supermodel that you want. Because there's somebody out here in all shapes and sizes and looks that is out here for us. A lot of us ain't getting what it is that we really want because we out here forcing it. You may fuck around and find a job, or fucking be walking through the mall tomorrow and somebody fucking stumbles across you and fucking you make her laugh and she's like, what's your number? And now you out here with the supermodel that you always wanted. So don't limit yourself in thinking that you can't have what you want. Don't limit yourself in thinking that you can't have what you want, because you can. Sometimes we just gotta have patience. So I'll holler at y'all on the next video. Peace. Try, yeah.